The following podcast contains adult content. It is not suitable for minors, professional settings, or the faint of heart. Welcome to FOREPLAY Goes South's About Last Night, a reoccurring monthly episode in which I take a story told on the stage last night's live event and release it the very next day.
I'm great, thanks. All right, cool. So I was going to tell a story. So I'm really kind of conflicted, actually. I actually had a really hard time thinking about what I was going to talk about tonight. And I still have like two things I'm vacillating. So I'm just kind of killing some time right now. But anyway, yeah. So, let's talk about what I do for a living. So one of my favorite things about my job, golly, there's so many of them, but my favorite thing is reactions. So let's just talk about today. Why not? I still need to process what happened. See, there's subspace, there's dom space, and I definitely experience dom space even as a professional. Every session I do, I don't take a session unless it's as enjoyable to me as it is to you. Not that I really care if you like it or not. I'm going to like it every time. That's just kind of how it goes. Don't submit if you don't like the rules. Anywho, so today, sometimes I struggle, I have to admit, with some types of sessions. Tease and denial happens to be, the denial part, absolutely, 100% I'm on board with. Deny, deny, deny. That's my story. I'm sticking to it every time. But yeah, at the same time, like the whole tease, actually I do like it a whole lot. So today, I keep surprising myself in this job every day. Like sometimes I'm like, I have to do a latex and foot session for 3 hours? I don't know if I can do it. Like, have you ever worn latex, a full latex bodysuit for 3 hours? Like full latex, like the sweat that just pours out from underneath? Yeah, it's a swamp. It's a disgusting mess. Anyway. So I didn't think I was going to love it, but it ended up coming off just fine. But so today, this guy, he has these like weird twitchy movements. See, I'm all about movements. I think I've covered this before. I'm a peeping Jane, not a peeping Tom, a peeping Jane. The only thing that stops me from getting arrested probably on a daily basis is the fact that I'm a female and I look pretty cute. Nobody knows what I do in real life. It's not like stamped on my forehead. I don't wear a t-shirt. There's no badge. So I tend to do okay in public. So today, he is a tease and denial, bondage kind of dude. Not a whole lot of pain. It's always weird when someone contacts me and they're not into pain. Just always weird. It's always kind of an uncomfortable moment of me trying to decide if I can tolerate them enough not to hit them. It's always like, I don't know, are you going to be really annoying? I don't know. And so I always have phone conversations to clear that up, to decide if I do. I don't accept everyone. Anyway, so this guy today, and I realized, while I'm in the session with him, and I've done maybe 3 sessions with this person, and he tells me that his wife, Beth, is having sex with someone else as he is here with me, getting denied for 2 hours. And I always think that's a really interesting dynamic. I used to have a gentleman that came to me who would get kicked in the balls while his wife was having sex with her lover. I love that. I think it's so romantic. How is that not romantic? He's getting everything he wants, right? And she is too. I don't know. I think it's romantic. I get it. It's not for everyone. I do. But for me, it's where it's at. So today he's there and he's begging me to come the entire time. And I almost feel sorry for him, almost. And I'd get him there and he'd ask me to come, because that's the rule. You have to ask me to come. It goes something like, Goddess, may I come? And I either say, sure, probably not. But, you can try, yeah, rah! I'll make you think you might the next time. There's got to be something there. So he's like twitching, like I twitched his nipple, and he was like, ugh, and he shook. He shook for like 30 minutes after we were done with the session. It was like crazy. We were doing aftercare, and he kept like, and I was like, wow, that's just amazing. And I love that. I love to see what I can tweak out of someone. It's about a piece of clay and then molding that into something that you want, something that's desirable, something that's better, something that's sexy, something that I want to actually pay attention to. Because at the end of the day, that is what it's all about. But it was super silly. And I felt kind of bad. So not really, no, I didn't. But him. So he has apparently edged himself for a week to my pictures, and stopping. Stop. Apparently he's done this control thing. And so I'm doing the same thing, tied up, 2 hours, spread eagle, and he's begging, almost what can I do? What can I do? And I'm like, there's nothing. I don't really care if you ever come. You just keep on begging, right? And so I'm doing it, and finally I'm just kind of tired of his whiny ass voice at this point. And it's time to wrap shit up because he only booked 2 hours. So I tell him, all right, now I guess it's time. But I don't know, do y'all know about ruined orgasms? Anyway, so I got him there and he's like, may I come? Actually, he didn't ask though, which is really lovely because I have a cattle prod for those times. And he didn't obey. It's not my fault, So he was there. I was using a thing, not my hand. My hand's just showing y'all the illustration of what's happening to him. Anyway, in case you didn't know. And so he's there, and he's like, oh, and I was I pulled it off. And of course, at that point, the cock itself, it just starts throbbing, it wants to, but there's no stimulation happening. And so it just kind of it's just kind of a sad wow. Play again next time. No, but seriously, no, his wife isn't having orgasms. What else would you do? Somebody's got to take one for the team and train these guys, and it's my chance, So anyway, yeah, it was great. But the sad thing was, so then I put it back on, and of course I did post-orgasm torture because how could I resist that? And yeah, we had a great time. He kept shaking, and yeah, so. Not really, I guess, the story that you were thinking it was going to be, but it's the story that I provided. So you're
welcome! This episode of Foreplay Goes South podcast was recorded and produced by event host and podcast creator Metanoia. These stories are recorded live every third Tuesday of the month at Petra's in Charlotte, North Carolina. For more information about Foreplay Goes South, follow us at ForePlayGS on Facebook, FetLife, Instagram, and Twitter.